What's up, guys? Oh, one sec. Put on the gloriousness that is the headphones here. Alrighty. Guys, we're back. Been a few hours. Let's see this thing. Alright, we got a game coming up against not Poop Farter, not Poop Face, but Poop Man. Well, I'm told is a woman. So, good times. Let's dive right in. Okay, fairly standard opening here. I've got 3 trade. I'm looking to go skiff trade hauler. There's 3 enormous things out here. I would love any one of them. Now is the time to get as much trade as you possibly can. Probably going to play some sort of blue strategy here. I'm very lucky to be going first, honestly. And this is a fine play. I like Lancer a lot, so maybe going Lancer Explorer is a way to go. Perhaps you decide to play a more aggressive strategy, but the thing is, what are you gonna buy? Like, look at all these big cards out here. Like, you need trade to get these big cards, and considering that I bought a healer and I have a ton of trade, it's gonna be really hard to fight me on an aggressive axis. So I think buying Command Center is good. I don't have any damage right now, so this might live for a while. And I'm just kind of buying stuff because I can. This helps me smooth out my draws. It'll combo with my blues when I get them. Maybe it'll, like I said, maybe it'll give me a card draw. I'm buying a Lancer instead of a Sentinel here because he bought a base and it's a yellow card, which combos with his base. So I'm looking to take down bases. I'm looking to deal more damage. And honestly, I might get the Sentinel later anyway. So I'm trying to remember how much trade he has this time. Yeah. Yeah. So she's actually getting all the all the trade that she possibly can. Gonna shoot for that Colossus. Gonna shoot for that trade envoy. That Peacekeeper. This is fine. It's a good solution. It's a good play. You know, it's what I would do. And again, so I'm getting the Sentinel here. I'm just gonna try to make sure I have consistent damage. Like even though I think this game is gonna go long, even though I think this game is going to be ultimately determined by the big cards, I think just having a couple of 5 attack cards in your deck is usually a good thing. And the other thing too, here's a blob base. Maybe I combo the two together. I get that sweet, sweet docking bonus. So let's see what happens here. Oh, and I luck out and I get a scrapper. Wow. Oh, beautiful. Things are going good now. We're feeling good. Oh, Lord. Oh, and he ends up buying, or she ends up buying the base. Okay. That's a little unfortunate, but I don't necessarily mind it that much. This is nice, though. I very much am able to get the Peacekeeper. Now, some of you might be wondering, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, why not get the Trade Envoy? It's because the Peacekeeper is that good of a card. It is a 6-drop that's better, in my opinion, than this 7-drop. If I could afford Colossus, I would get Colossus. But since I can't, the choice is between Trade Envoy and Peacekeeper, and I'm taking Peacekeeper every time. I think Peacekeeper is the best 6-drop in the game. Fight me on that. But it also furthers my blue strategy. And I want to be the one to sort of control the damage. Right? Every damage card that's come out, I've gotten. For the most part. So what I'm doing is I'm putting a monopoly on damage. And I'm going to force my opponent to win in some other way. I'm kind of forcing them to play a defensive strategy. And because of that, because I have heals and I have blues and stuff too, they're not going to win a defensive strategy. I am. Oh, and I pick up another scrapper. Oh, this is great. Yeah, we're running good today. Picks up the Screecher. Hmm. Interesting. Little surprised didn't pick up this Blockade Runner. But, yeah, scrapping the Colossus. I think that's actually smart. Oh, okay. Then you pick up the Blockade Runner. And then look, scraps Chancellor Hartman. Interesting. Doesn't get rid of the trade envoy. I'm a little surprised by that. Perhaps she thinks that the scrap edge would be too much if I got that. Certainly true. I do have two scrappers. I don't think she has any. So it's okay. I'm a fan of the play, but I think getting rid of the trade envoy might have been a little better. There's no guarantee I have 7 trade though. Yeah, yeah. I think ultimately that is probably the right play. Oh, another explorer. Wow. Damn. That was kind of a bad turn though. You're sort of forced to make tough decisions there. I like a lot of her decisions. Um but it's just tough because you feel a little behind the 8 ball here, you know. You feel like every decision's wrong because you're behind, and the choices that you have to make, none of them seem like they're going to help you win. They seem like stopgaps, you know. Oh, and there's 7. Trade envoy. Oh man, this is big. Yeah, see, look, she's just trying to pick up some damage. Well, it's not a bad play. I like both of those plays. Did she have enough to get gunship? There's 2, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I would have preferred gunship because it does combo with your command center. It deals more damage. It forces discards. But she's going with the green strategy instead of the yellow strategy. I'm not opposed. +2, collecting bases, maybe setting up a base wall might be a way to counter some of the things that I'm doing. So I'm okay with that. I think it's a good play. Damn, being able to get that assault pod would have been great. Uh-oh. Oh, the hammer. Oh, nice. Oh, the hammer's starting to fall. Ooh, this is not looking good. Oh, yeah. Okay, you get gunship later. That's cool. Oh, this is fine. Like, see? So, it Poopman here is still doing the plays that I'm recommending, just kind of do them a turn later. And gets a little reprieve. I have a shitty turn, you know? Maybe she can start making some headway. Ugh, not with these cards though. Oh man, darn it. See, it's tough because if I have a shitty turn and then she has a good turn, that could turn this game around. But if you go shitty turn versus shitty turn, you know, the fact that this base has been out here for 2 turns doesn't really affect anything. It didn't really change anything. What should have been like a turn that would allow her to start picking up momentum and to start turning this game around ends up not really helping. And then I pick up the freaking summit site, and then all this kind of craziness happens. I kept the scrappers because I did want to scrap a little more in my deck. My deck's not bloated, but it still has a lot of starters in it. So, oh, and this docking is fucking just great. Oh, what a game. What a play. And maybe you scrap the gunship to pick up one of these bases. I like the idea of getting supply depot. Gives you more draws, does almost as much damage. I think I would have liked that play a little bit better, especially when you're cycling and you could draw it. Or no, that didn't cycle, but I still like that play a little bit better. Oh wow. Yeah. See, now I'm just trying to pour the damage on here. Gonna hold that card draw for later. Well, this is not, see, here's the combo I was talking about, right? Like you wanna try to get that. Yeah, see, another kind of mediocre turn. It's unfortunate. This is what happens when you don't really have scrap and you're trying to enact a game plan, but it's just you're not really getting the cards for it. Oh man, I pick up and now I'm taking bases away. Damn, it's tough. Yeah, see, look, and then just there's just not much whole lot you can do. And then oh my god, Lord, man, just put the cherry on top of a unfortunate game there. Um, so yeah, that's it. I got very lucky. Let's face it. You know, I was able to get a ton of trade early. I was able to pick up the trade envoy and flip that into the summit side, and you know, it's a fairly straightforward game. Just one side got a little luckier than the other. But I would also say that I prioritized damage earlier, and that it was kind of tough to know what to do. Like, this is one of those games where you try to make the best decisions out of the cards that you're being presented with, but honestly, a lot of the cards were just kind of bad. And plans of getting the big, strong 8 drops and stuff never really materialized. And it's unfortunate because when you don't have scrap, you're at the mercy of luck. You're at the mercy of, um, you know, the card draw. You need the heart of the cards in order to make that happen. So, I mean, I like a lot of Poopman's plays here. Like they were pretty good. I can't really fault a ton of them, but sometimes you just don't get your cards together. So I would chalk this one up to like mostly luck, but I would also say that don't get too fixated on the big 8 drops and just assume that's the only way you're going to win. You know, you still got to get damage. You still got to kill your opponent. And while those big 8 drops are really nice, you still have to put them in your deck. You still have to draw them. So, yeah, excuse me. I would say maybe focus on getting damage a little earlier and not worry so much about the big drops. Um, yeah, cool. That's it. Thanks, guys. Much obliged.